welcome. I'm Zoya. Welcome. So basically, in this wonderful individual reading, this is gonna be for Capricorn, and this is gonna be for Capricorn for January 21st to January 30th of 2026. So you know what, Capricorn, I know how things are in this entire facility, this entire way, but you understand that what's going on in this way, in this whole entire format, this is how it goes. So this is going to be interesting, and when it is, you understand how it goes in that way, but you see it as when we're feeling, you know how it goes, you know what's right, you know how you can do it, but this is how it goes. You see it as when we're feeling, you know how it is, you know what's going on, and when you do it, that's how it goes, right? So you believe in that way, whether you focus on that, right? You focus about what's going on that way, whether you focus, right? So at the bottom of the deck, you have basically, so I'm going to split the cards up, so you will see eventually. You're going to see the King of Pentacles is upright, and you have the Eight of Wands upright. So basically, you probably have speed, and when you think about speed and you have money, you have that prosperity about having that as the way. So this is how it goes in that way. So the bottom of this deck, you have the, Eight of Wands upright, right? So you might do it in a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The other way, you could be doing in a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus on the King of Pentacles, right? So that's how it goes, right? So whether it is very interesting, but that's how it goes in that way, right? So that's how it goes. So we're going to go from who's on the left side, who's on the right side, and let's see who's in the middle of the situation for you, because this is how it goes, Capricorn. So you know what's happening in that way, because you focus on the way of how it goes in that way, because you focus on that, right? You're focusing about the here and now of the situation, alright? That's how it goes. So, this wonderful feeling, you basically know what's going on, because you have the same Pentacles reversed. You already know which path you already know which career you're going to take. Capricorn, that's how it goes, because that's how it seems to be. Okay, so that's on the left side. For them, they had no structure, because there was something that was happening in that way. And when you have no structure, you think that, well, this is going to be interesting. This is how it is, because this is how it goes, right? So, you know how it is that way, whether you have that, the way how it goes, and when you do it, that's how it seems to be, right? So, this is what's going on, and when you focus on that, you focus on what's happening between you versus them in this situation, Capricorn, because the way how this is, you need to be who you are, and you need to understand what's going on that way, whether you focus on that, right? So you focus on how it goes in that way, whether you're focusing on the way how it is in that way, whether you focus on that, right? So you focus on the way how it goes, and when that is interesting, that's how it goes in that way. So let's see what's going on. Let's see. So I'm going to clarify this same Pentacles for you. Queen of Wands, sorry, there's charisma. Queen of Pentacles, sorry, you want prosperity about money, that's how it goes, right? So you focus on that, right? So this is how it seems to be in that way, whether you're focusing on that in that way, whether you know what it is, okay? So let me clarify between the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Just as ever, you're telling the truth, that's how it goes. So you understand what's happening, because you are telling the truth. That's the way how it goes, that's the way, the way how it goes, and that's how it kind of is, because the main goal is where you understand what's going on in that way, where you focus on that, right? That's how it goes. For them, let's say about this Emperor. Cards are right, there's transformation. Seven of Swords is already, they're feeling deceit. And Queen of Swords, there's basically, they're showing their independence, because they want to be independent. They want to have things to be going their side, because that's how it goes. So it's like, okay, well, this is going to be very interesting. I know what to do, yes. But how is it going to be, right? How it's going to be in that way, whether you focus on the way how it goes. You're focusing on that, right? So when you're focusing on the way how this is, you have your own focus, right? You focus on what's happening in that way, whether you do that, right? That's how it goes, right? So you understand of what's happening. Because Capricorn, you need to understand on whether things are in that way, whether you're going to imply what's going to be doing, right? That's how it goes, right? So you see it as when you're feeling, you know how it is in that way. You're focusing on the here and now this entire way. So let's see what's going on with this Justice card. The World is over, there's completion. For one star, there's celebration. And the Emperor and Hierophant is over. You want structure. You want guidance. Because you pay attention to it. Whether you have guidance or not, you pay attention to it because you're focusing on that, right? So if you're dealing with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you pay attention to it in that way. For them, let's see what's this Queen of Swords about. King of Cups, there's no support. Judgment is there, you're taking action. Two of Cups, there's relationships. Yeah, because when you focus about having relationships, you have relationships between them, right? So it's like between this whole entire situation, between you versus them in this situation, Capricorn, you know what it is in that way, but you need to understand that. There's a time frame. The timing is very good, but you have to process it. You have to process about what's going on that way, whether you do that, right? So it's like everything's going to be fine. Yes, but there is always a, how it is in that way, right? So you're trying to have your own substantial, or you're trying to pay attention to what you're doing, because that's how it goes. So if you want things to happen, as you're telling the truth, you want to have celebration, fine. But for them, if they want to have relationships and friendships with you, they want to take action on it. They want to do what's happening in that way, because this is interesting on how it goes in that way, right? So that's how it goes. So let me clarify this Hierophant. Yours is no solitude. So they already have a soulmate, okay? That's for you, Capricorn. For them, let's see what's this Judgment card and this Two of Cups. Stars over there's inspiration. Yeah, so they're wishing upon a star, right? That's how it goes. And when they focus on that, that's how it goes. So let me clarify this Hermit card for you. Hierophant is over, there's guidance. The Strength card is separate, there's bravery. Fool reverse, there's no change. Wheel of Fortune reverse. So they are having bad luck. You are having bad luck because that's what you're having. You have the strength because you have bravery, because that's how it goes. You want things to happen in that way, whether you're going to be who you are as an individual, because that's how it goes in that way, okay? Now for them, let's see what's the Star card about. Star reverse, there's no inspiration. High Priest reverse, there's no inner voice. Which is the right, they want skill. Obviously there is, because they have to focus on that. They focus on what's happening in that way, because that's how it goes, right? So that's how it seems to be. So let me clarify this Wheel of Fortune for you. Temperance is already, so you're healing, right? That's how it goes. And when you're healing, you know what's happening, because that's how it goes. You see it as fulfilling, but you know how it is, right? You're trying to know what's right, what's wrong, because that's how it goes. Or it's just Magician for them. Magician's already, they want skilled. Whereas over there's completion. The reverse is no obsessions, addictions. That's how it goes. It's very clear in that situation, because that's how it goes. So let me clarify this Devil card here. Death card is already, yeah, they want endings because they're focusing on their Scorpio as another water sign, because that's what they want, right? So they are basically saying, well, we have completion, we have skill, we have what we want, because that's how it goes. For you, you're basically saying that you're healing because you're feeling hurt, or there's something that was happening, but for you, you're trying to understand what's going on. So let's see what's this Temperance card. Moon reverse, there's no interpretations. Hierophant reverse, there's no guidance. Chariot reverse, there's no progress. Magician reverse, there's no skill. Taurus reverse, there's no decisions. Taurus over, there's transformation. Yeah, because everything's changing, right? So you know how it is, because that's what it seems to be. You know how it is, and when you do it, that's how it goes. Whether you're going to do it, that's how you're going to believe it. You're trying to have your own substantial point, right? That's how it goes. And when everything's transforming, you understand that, right? For you, Capricorn, that's how it goes. For them, they're focusing on Scorpio. So let me clarify this Death card here. Just yours is not telling the truth, so you're lying about something. Sun cards over there's positivity. Strength of yours is no bravery. Temperance over there's healing. Yeah, because that's how it goes. So for them, when they're not telling the truth, they're lying about something. They're staying positive because that's what they want. But then for you, you're having transformation. Everything's changing. Yes, it is. But why you keep doing it? Why? That's how it goes. So you're trying to see clarity, right? And when you do it, that's how it goes. So let's see what's this Tower for you. Wheel of Fortune reverse, you're having bad luck. Because that's how it goes. Two bad lucks aren't good. No. Because that's how it goes. Right? That's how it seems to be. And when you do it, that's how it goes. What's between the Sun card and the Temperance card for them? Whereas over there's completion. Yeah, because everything's completed. Right? You think to yourself, like, well, you know, this is how it goes. I need to understand what's right. What's this Wheel of Fortune about? Or the world reverse is incompletion. Everything is incompleted. Yep. Current yours, you already have a soulmate. Hangman is already, you have restrictions. Yep, it's because you're being restricted, Capricorn. When you have restrictions, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know, that's how it goes. You're focusing about this whole entire situation. You're focusing about this whole entire sequence. But there it goes. You see it as one fulfilling, but you have to understand that you're trying to get on track. Right? Because that's how it goes. So what's this overall card for them? Lovers are right, they're making decisions. Yeah, because that's how it goes. They're making decisions because that's what they want. Because that's how it goes in that way. So let me clarify this Haman for you, Capricorn. Let's see. Nine Pentacles here says no trust. Six Swords here says no movement. Two Pentacles here says unbalanced. Three Cups over there's celebration. That's what you want. You want things to happen all at once because that's how it goes, right? Everything is actually, you know, unbalanced, and when things are unbalanced, that's how it goes. What's this Lovers for them? Four Pentacles here says no prosperity about money. Five Pentacles over there's prosperity about money. Four Cups over they want distraction. Yeah, that's what they want. For them, for you, let's see what this Three Cups here. Page Swords over you want education. Nine Pentacles over you want to feel comfortable. Yeah, because you want things to happen, right? It's the way how it works in that way. Whether you focus on the here and now of the situation, you know how it is. You know how it's going to comply to this situation, right? That's how it goes. So let's see. Let's see what's going on in the middle. So Justice over, you're telling the truth. Okay, so both of you are basically telling the truth. Okay, so for them, let's see. Ten Swords is no conclusions. Ace Pentacles is no prosperity about money. Hierophant reverse is no guidance. Ace Cups is no prosperity about love. 6 Wands over there's achievement. Yeah, because you want to have achievement, celebration. You want things to happen all at once, right? What's in between the middle and the left side for you? Sun carries over this positivity. 9 Pentacles here, you're feeling uncomfortable. 8 Pentacles are upright, you want perfection, everything's perfect. That's how it goes. So what's the 6 Wands for them? 8 Cups, sorry, they want entertainment. 5 Swords is no conflict. War of the Earth is no, there's incompletion. Strength Cups over there, they want bravery. Yeah, that's how it goes. What's this for? What's this 8 Pentacles about for you? Ace Wands right, you want new beginnings. 5 of Wands reverse, there's no chaos. Queen Cups reverse, there's no empathy. Lovers over, you're making decisions. Yeah, that's what you want. In the middle of this situation, 5 Cups over, there's grief. Yeah, because you're grieving about something. Okay, what's between the middle? 10 Cups over there, 10 Pentacles over, there's wealth. King Pentacles reverse, there's no security. Queen of Swords, there's independence. Haman Swords, there's restrictions. Ten Swords, there's no deceit. Ace Swords, there's no anxiety. High Priestess, there's no inner voice. 3 Cups, there's no celebration. 9 Cups, there's no fulfillment. Rose of Earth, there's no decisions. Queen Pentacles is upright, there's stability. That's what they want. Yep. What's between the middle and the left side for you? Justice over, you're telling the truth. 5 Swords, you're having conflict. Judgment reverse, you're not taking action. Tower reverse, there's no transformation. Queen Wands over, there's charisma. Yeah, that's how it goes. I'm going to clarify this Queen Wands for you. Wheel of Fortune over, you want to have good luck. Ace Wands reverse, there's no new beginnings. 10 Swords reverse, there's no conclusions. 9 of Swords reverse, there's no trauma. 10 of Cups reverse, there's incompletion. 8 of Wands reverse, there's no speed. 10 of Wands reverse, there's no burden. 6 of Pentacles over, there's kindness. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. What's between the way how this is? What's at the bottom of this situation? Yeah, the 8 of Wands is upright, so you want speed. 9 of Pentacles reverse, there's no trust. 7 of Cups is upright, you're feeling it is a real moment. So let's see. Let me clarify this 9 of Pentacles here. 3 of Swords, there's heartbreak. 6 of Cups is upright, there's the past. Yeah, because that's how it goes, Capricorn. You feel like the past. You're stuck in the past. Right? That's how it goes. What's this 8 of Wands upright? 3 of Wands there's communication. 7 of Cups there's basically Queen of Cups is upright, there's empathy. Yeah, there's 2 sides of the story here. So let me clarify this empathy. Page of Swords, there's no education. Emperor of Swords, there's no nourishment. Page 1 is upright, there's invention. Yeah. So you have communication. You want to communicate. So both of you want communication, and that's what you want. That's what you want to proceed. But that's how it goes in that way, right? That's how it goes. So you see it as a wonderful feeling, but you know how it is in that way. You need to understand that. You need to believe in that. That's how it goes in that way, because you focus on that. You focus about this whole entire situation, whether it's going to be good or bad, but that's how it goes in that way, right? You focus on that. So let's see what the universe is saying. So let me clarify this 3 Wands here. 5 Wands is over, there's basically chaos. 10 Pentacles there's no, you already have a career. 10 is over, there's healing. Yep. And Page Pentacles there's no prospects. 2 Wands there's no planning. Page Cups there's no loyalty. 9 Pentacles over, there's trust. Yeah, because that's how it goes. So the universe is saying that you need to have trust, you need to have whatever you want, because that's how it goes in that way, right? You feel as the way how it goes between you versus them in this situation, right? That's how it goes. So that's how it seems to be, and that's how it goes. So you might be listener Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you know what, Capricorn, you know how it is in that way, and you focus on that. You focus about what's going on in this whole entire way from this here and now of this whole entire equation, because that's how it goes. You know what it is, but that's what it seems to be. So I hope you all like this video. Try to understand it, try to believe it, try to understand, and that's how it goes in that way, because you focus on that, and that's how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Try to understand it, try to believe it, try to do it, but that's how it goes. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time when I do. And that's how it goes. And understand that, because that's what seems to be in that way. But you focus on it. Thank you, and bye for now. Really, thank you, and bye.